around 1500 years after the first evidence we have of the seven liberal arts being a tradition of education, um, we find evidence that it's still going strong, but that perhaps the way the seven liberal arts are viewed have somewhat changed over time. Uh, this is the seven liberal arts as shown in an illumination, a illustrated panel in a book on the seven liberal arts from 1180 AD. We see here in the center Queen Philosophia sitting on her throne, and she sits above Socrates and Plato, who were seen as the sages, the scholars, pre Christianity scholars of the seven liberal arts. Now, the Queen's scroll reads in Latin across the top, all wisdom comes from the Lord God. The wise alone achieve what they desire. So we see in this iconography sort of a mixture of symbols from pre-Christian classical Greek era, but this is found, in a text that's been created by nuns in the Middle Ages. Now, around the top of the circle, or around the whole circle of Queen Philosophia, she says, I, godlike philosophy, lay out seven arts which are subordinate to me. By them I control all things with wisdom. And as we go around the overall big circle, we see the seven liberal arts, grammatica, and she holds a whip in one hand and a book in the other. You get an image there. I don't have to explain. This second liberal art, rhetorica, rhetoric, she holds a stylus, like a pen, and a tablet. She says, thanks to me, proud speaker, your speeches will be able to take strength. Third one, dialectic, which is also logic. Uh, she points with one hand and holds a barking dog's head with the other hand. Yes, that's right. And her circle or scroll reads, I allow arguments to join, dog-like, in battle. Then there's music. She holds a harp, uses a variety of instruments, and that's what she says. I teach my art using a variety of instruments. Arithmetic holds a cord of threaded beads. It's like an abacus. And she says, I base myself on the numbers and show the proportions between them. Then geometry, who is holding a staff, like a measuring stick, a measuring rod, and a compass. And she says, it is with exactness that I survey the ground. Geometry. And astronomy. She points at the sky and holds a lens or a mirror in the other hand. We're not sure. But she says, I hold the names of the celestial bodies and predict the future. Now, we may not think of astronomy as predicting the future. I think we've been taught that astrology is a pseudo sort of science that makes predictions about the future. But in its day, astronomy, the observation of the stars, helped people to tell the time of year. And it's not telling your fortune, but it did allow people to see the future and know how long it is till the next season. Well, the four aphorisms on philosophy are written around the circle. And those read, what it discovers is remembered. It investigates the secrets of the elements and all things. It teaches arts by 7 branches. It puts it in writing to convey it to students. That's going around the whole circle here. So, in one heavenly array, we see philosophy, the queen of wisdom, at the center, ruling over Socrates and Plato, the ancients. The 7 arts circle around her, and then below their circle, outside it, are poets and magicians. Uh, these are men who create tales, fables, silly rhymes, magic spells. They're not worthy to be included in the circle of the 7 arts. And it even says in the little scroll going around them that these men are taught by impure spirits. And I tell you, look here and you see the little black birds pecking in their ears. Well, these black birds are the opposite of white doves. These are the impure spirits informing them of impure thoughts. There it is. Now that's the 7 liberal arts, along with the other stuff down here. And for these nuns in 1080, this is education. This is the curriculum. We study philosophy, who comes through 7 arts, and some other stuff that's not so clean.